And hello, Libra. It's lovely to be with you here again today. Welcome back to the channel if you are returning. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Linda, and I love to get in touch with you every week to give you some guidance from the spirit realm. And we always like to start off by asking Spirit for a mystery card from our numbers deck. We look at that card actually at the end of the reading and not beforehand, so it is our little mystery card. We have one card that we ask for from our Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck. This is the one that I actually read out to you, and the message is always amazing. It's very profound too, the reading that has just taken place. Again, we read it at the end of we look at it at the end of the reading. And we have our tarot decks, of course, that we call upon. So let's first ask Spirit for a message from the Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck. This is for our beautiful Librans, and this is reading Libra for the week beginning the 10th of February 2025. So Spirit, what is it that you'd like to tell our beautiful Librans for the beginning of that week, or through that whole week, beginning the 10th of February 2025. And we're going to pop it over here. We don't look at it until the end, and it's the same with our numbers deck. We just ask for a message, additional guidance for all our beautiful Librans for this week. What is it that you'd like to tell them about this week? The begins on the 10th of February. Very important week. We're coming into a pretty positive time at the moment. So we've had some lovely planets that have, so that sometimes happens. That's okay. Obviously, Spirit wants to have a good chat to you today, and so we'll pop that there, Libra, won't we? And we're going to now have a look at what is it that Spirit wants to open up the conversation with. Let's have a little look. What is it you'd like to start off with? Some of the guidance for this week for all our beautiful Librans. And of course, I talk as though I'm a Libran, as you know. I'll say we, our, whatever. I regard myself as one of you while I'm doing your reading, Libra. Okay, we've got the Magician here. You're not the only one who's had the Magician this week. Libra, I think Taurus had the Magician too in their chart, and so we have the Devil card. That's okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is partnerships, decisions, that sort of thing, but we also have the Magician. So we have two major arcans, and we're going to ask Spirit to elaborate on what it is that they want to give you. But we'll first have a look at this. This is looking at what it is that you're mulling over. What are you mulling over, Libra? Are you a little bit uncertain about making a decision? Are you a little bit like this? Maybe you are placing too much emphasis on are you placing too much emphasis on the materialistic side of life? Sometimes we do that, don't we? Sometimes we get caught up in our fears. Sometimes we get caught up in our worries. We worry too much about, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do that? And what happens is that we sometimes, not always, sometimes lose faith in the process of what is meant to be for us. Sometimes we do get our belief systems mixed up, or we go down the path of worrying about the materialistic side of life and realizing that really the most important thing is just to go with the flow and have faith that everything's going to turn out okay. Everything will be okay. So if you're feeling like that at the moment, know this, everything is going to be okay. Everything will fall into place. It always does. It always does. And look, you've got it again. You've got it again. You've got to double up. Libra, what is it what are you worrying about? What are you getting stressed out about? Because look, you've got the Magician, and you've got the Magician twice. What a powerful reading this is. Wow, what's going on here, Libra? This is a real powerhouse of a reading. It certainly is. I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but I'm just going to put out the rest of your cards. Gosh, so this is a very, very important week for you. Four of Wands with the Two of Cups, and we've got the High Priestess. That's interesting because the High Priestess often brings out secrets. Things come to the surface with her. That's interesting. We have the Three of Pentacles next to the Magician, which is opportunities for moving forward. I feel that there could be a few things that may begin this week a little bit awkward, but they're certainly going to turn out okay. And we have the Knight of Cups moving forward. So, making powerful decisions. Let's have a look. Very powerful week, Libra. Very important week. So we have the Devil. We have it twice. But we have the Magician. We have the Magician. And the Magician is capable of manifesting anything and everything that his heart desires. And this is an energy that's very, very powerful. There's a great many things that you can accomplish by believing in yourself. This is not a time to doubt yourself. This is not a time to let others create doubt within you. Because sometimes, sometimes we have people in our life, Libra, who are really toxic. And they make us feel entrapped, right? They make us believe and feel that we can't do things, that we can't move forward, that we're not capable of this or that. And this can happen very much when it comes to where we work, where we spend a lot of time with people because we work from 9 to 5 or 5 days a week, whatever the situation may be. I feel very much like some of you, not all of you, because this is a general reading, Libra, so some of you are going to resonate very strongly with the messages of this week. Others of you, it may just delve into some parts of what are going to happen. Whichever way it goes, it's still going to give you the advice that maybe you need at that initial time during this week. So please try not to allow anybody to sway you off your path, off your purpose, Libra, this week. Look, the Devil represents a lot of negative. And the reason that it comes out in a reading is to remind us that we do need to be very diligent when it comes to who we do and don't trust. Sometimes people get jealous of us. Sometimes people become envious of what we have, because this is the materialistic side of life, this card. Some people may be jealous of what you have. And because of that, they become very negative towards you. Some of you may be experiencing that at the moment, and they make you feel bad because you've actually accomplished a great deal. And of course, why would you want to feel bad about that if you've worked hard for what you've created? This is also about feeling trapped. But fear and entrapment is an illusion created by something, someone. And some people know how to get into our heads. Some people know how to stir us up. Some situations that we find ourselves in. For example, you could be in a job with some really toxic people around you. They're really negative, and you're stuck in the middle of all of that, feeling, God, if only I had nicer people around me, if only I had a happier situation. Look, for some of you, this can also be a situation where you feel entrapped in a career that's very, very difficult. You could be a nurse or a doctor or a carer, and you've got a lot of sick people around you, and you feel it's very, very difficult some days to face that and to handle it. But at the end of the day, I guess you do it because you are an empath and you're very caring and loving towards others. You are the high priestess. You're very wise and caring and nurturing. So this week, I feel it's very possible that the beginning of the week is actually stemming from the past week. It's very possible that certain things have come over. I feel some things have actually come across. And this may have even begun, this entrapment, this situation around you may have even been something that you were in last year. You may still be in this job that you've been in for a while, and you're just feeling you just don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go. You want to make change. You want to move forward. And that's how you feel. That's what you feel you need to do. And so maybe there is a decision here where, with the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, where you may need to make a decision about whether you want to stay in the position you are in at the moment. Maybe this is the week you might get an opportunity even that might come your way that might be able to give you a chance to change things. It's time for you to, realise that maybe you need a bit more fun in your life. Maybe there's too much stress and strife going on around you and you've had that for too long and now you're deciding, what, January's out of the way. Now we're coming into February already. Gosh, I need to start making some changes. I need to start thinking differently. And so with the Two of Pentacles, it's like, it's time for you to start to do things differently. With all this stress and strife that's going on around you, maybe it's time to bring fun into everything you do, but also to prioritise. This is about prioritising and maybe getting some help from somebody else, or maybe juggling things differently. I can't help but feel that there's such a lot going on around you that you're finding it difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can't help but feel some of you are doing two jobs. I get this feeling that you're just juggling. This is two of Pentacles. I can't help but feel some of you are really feeling stressed and entrapped. And in this situation, maybe you're working really, really hard and you're running two jobs at once, and it's really taking its toll on you. You're amazing at what you do. You're great at doing this. You're a great multitasker, but I can't help but feel that it's starting to catch up. And so maybe it's time for you to do things a little bit differently, because you do have a great deal of expertise. That maybe now is the time, this week is the time to either take that stance of doing things differently, or at least start to plan where you can in fact move forward. So I see somebody juggling. I'm getting the two. Well, actually, that's right. That in the silly me in the in the Ride of Tarot, the other deck I use. Of course, he's juggling, isn't he? He's juggling everything. He's trying to bring everything back into balance, making a decision, and that's what this is. It may even come out. It might even show you what I'm trying to say to you. The guy's there trying to balance everything up. This is you trying to bring balance in, and you're just doing such. You've just got a lot on your plate at the moment. But the month of February, especially this week, starting the 10th, I feel is a time when you might start to realise that maybe you are just doing a little bit too much, and it really is, taking a bit of a toll on you. I feel your motivation, it is maybe for some of you buying a new home, moving. You're motivated in working hard so that you can get ahead. And you've been working hard for quite some time at this. And I feel that, in many ways you could be getting close to maybe negotiating on your home or a loan of some kind, so that you can in fact get out of the rental situation and get into the property market where you own your own home. And that is very possible. This week could be an important week in working things out around that. Look, we do have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is all about um, you know, mysteries. So you could be being a little bit private or secretive about what it is you are trying to accomplish. You could be keeping some things to yourself this week for a reason, because you don't want everybody to find out. And this is your priority. You're prioritised to do that. If you want to keep things to yourself, that is entirely up to you. You can do that. Nobody has the right to actually stop you from doing that. But, maybe you need to, have a bit of rest and rejuvenation. Are you actually, keeping how you're feeling to yourself? Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling unwell in some way and you're keeping it a secret? Are you keeping it to yourself because you don't want to upset anybody? If you are, then it's time for you to take a bit of time out, rest and rejuvenate, and take some time out. Also, this is, this is the Four of Swords. So there could be some secrets there that you are keeping to yourself, that you are needing to mull over, and you are mulling over, and you're being careful about how you make your mind up. And that's a good thing. So this week, don't rush into anything. Just step back and take your time in some of the decisions that you're going to make this week. It's very important. Look, we have the Magician twice. We've got the Magician at the beginning of the week. We've got him at the end of the week. And so the Magician, the message of this card is all about you can do anything. And you must believe in that. You must believe that there's nothing you can't do. Take charge of your life and don't allow yourself to be entrapped in any way at all. Libra, some of you, not all of you, may be addicted to something that you just don't feel you could ever get off of. You could be addicted to cigarettes. You could be addicted to alcohol. You could be addicted to drugs. You could be, addiction is an addiction. You could be addicted, and you might have an addiction when it comes to electronics, to your phone. You could be one of these people who you're forever on Facebook or on your phone, and you're getting so wrapped up in the technology or the people that it just could be getting into your head in such a negative, unhealthy way that you need to believe that you can actually eliminate that out or change that when it comes to your life. But you don't believe you can do that. And yet Spirit is saying to you, of course you can. You are the magician. You can become the magician. You've got two devil cards. You've got two magician cards, Libra. These things that you believe about yourself, these negative things, are not real. They're an entrapment that you've allowed yourself to believe. This week, take control of that. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. You must believe in yourself. And whatever it is you're planning on doing, if you're, for example, if you've decided to go into rehab, this is just hypothetical, because there could be one of you out there that this could be the situation. If you've decided to go into rehab, you don't have to tell anybody. This could be something between yourself or your loved ones. If your loved ones, they obviously would support you anyway, but you don't have to tell anybody at work. You don't have to tell them what you're doing. This is your life. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. This is your future. You're capable of doing anything. It's time for you to take control of your life. And this is the week to do it. And we are looking at, we've also got this message of the Three of Pentacles here again. This is you. You're standing up for yourself, staying on top of things and negotiating and working things out. Or week to negotiate, work things out. Could be a week of, finding a loan, working out with the bank manager about a loan so that you can buy your own home. You could be negotiating on a sale or buying a home, and you're keeping it to yourself. You're just keeping it to yourself at the moment. You don't really want to share that with everybody at the moment. Well, that's fine. This is why you're trying to make up your mind about something. You're juggling. You're thinking. You're trying very hard. To decide what it is you want to do, or the decision that you're going to make. And so there is a big message here about negotiating for some of you as well this week, negotiating on a loan or a sale or a purchase or maybe even a new job, where you get out of this terrible job you're in with all these toxic people, and you decide to change your life entirely, and now you're negotiating your future. You're negotiating your future. And, it is an emotional time. It could be an emotional decision, could be an emotional move that needs to take place. And, you're finding it very difficult to do that. Again, this feeling of entrapment is something that you've been battling for such a long time. But Spirit is saying to you that, that there's help here. This is about, this is also about somebody supporting you. This is having the courage to ask for help as well. So it's an important week. It's a very important week. Some of you may have a feeling of entrapment in a situation with a person. Maybe things haven't gone really well for a long time, and you've got to a stage now where you know that, you just got to make change. You've got to maybe move forward, move on. Some of you may decide to make that decision this week. Some of you may do that this week. You could make that move, but you can manifest what you need to be a success. There's nothing you can't do. So if you are feeling entrapped, if you feel trapped in a relationship and you feel it's really, you're finding it very difficult to move forward, just know that the universe will always have your back. The universe will always have your back. And it's time for you to take charge of your future. It's time for you to stand up for yourself and to take control. We have the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. You're going to hear something this week, I think, that's going to be make you feel a lot happier. This news could be coming in through a mail. It's very possible that there could be some news coming in through, a bank manager or mail or somebody that you've been waiting to hear from. I always look at the King of Wands very similar to the Magician, because the King of Wands is very often a tradesman, somebody who works for himself or works really hard. He's a great family man. I'm always thinking of the family, and it's a great dad, great husband, all that sort of thing too. And he is very often looked at as the Magician, because he's somebody that you can always go to. So if you're going through emotional turmoil, there could be a male in the family that you could actually go to that will give you advice, help, and support in the stress and strife that you might need to be going through as well. Or if that's just for some of you that are in that situation. If you are in a stagnant relationship where you feel that you just don't know how to escape, then just know that there's nothing you can't achieve, and there is help out there. There's always help and guidance out there. You can manifest anything that you need to be a success, and you've got that twice. You've got two Magicians. So time to have faith and believe in yourself. The Angel of Families is the message of this beautiful Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck. This is a really beautiful deck. The Angel of Families is on page 23. I love the messages. I absolutely love the messages. It's gorgeous. And I'm glad I bought this deck. It adds a lot to our readings. So the angel of families is the angel surrounds both you and your family at the moment. So this is letting you know that your family are protected and being cared for by the angels. Do not worry about your family or loved ones, for all will work out well. This is asking you not to get stressed, especially if you're worrying or stressing out about a male in your family. Please just know that I know there's a lot of emotional stuff going on. It could even be your partner, but just know that everything's going to be okay. The angels surround you and your family at this time. Feel their love and light and know that both you and your loved ones are forever held in the eternal embrace of love. This is about you trusting and having faith in the universe. Surrender your fears and any concerns you may have for your family. Surrender your fears. For your family, a family member or a loved one to the angels, and know that the situation is being healed and transformed right now. Okay? Gently close your eyes, Libra. Feel and visualize those you love being bathed in light and love. Imagine beams of love emanating from your heart and mind, infusing and surrounding each family member and loved one with beautiful healing energy. In turn, feel the light and love they emanate to you in return, and thank the angels for their assistance. So you can also do distant healing. All of us can. We can do it with prayer. We can do it by imagining. If we have a parent who's overseas or away from us that's very ill, and we can, at night when we get into bed, we can ask the universe to please engulf them in the beautiful healing light of unconditional love and healing. And the universe responds to everything we pray for. It has to, because it's the law. So if you're wanting to send out distant healing, I feel some of you are distant healers. By all means know that your prayers are definitely being heard and your family is going to be looked after by Spirit. So we've got 3 cards here, Libra, 3 beautiful messages from the Nameless deck. So we've got the Circle of Love, which is number 66. Your angels remind you of the sacredness of the connection that holds deep meaning to your heart. Take the time to deepen your bonds with your family, friends, and loved ones. Very much about family. They are your source of divine strength and unyielding support, a circle of love that surrounds you always. So again, family. Reassurance is number 343. Your loving angels are always by your side. Libra, watching over you and guiding you towards your dreams. As you consistently pour your heart into your journey, you will soon see your dreams come to fruition. Know that you are never alone and that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. And finally, Libra, unconditional love. Number 6. So gorgeous. Nurture your relationship with unconditional love, starting with the most important one of all, the one with yourself. Open your heart, radiate love, and embrace it in return. Let the essence of love, kindness, and compassion be the guiding force in every decision and action you take. And I feel this is very much to do with this card here. So if there's decisions that need to be made, and I really feel there are decisions that need to be made this week, Libra, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your love, just know that there is unconditional love around you, and embrace the love that is around you, and don't be afraid to ask for support when it comes to everything and anything that you need some loving help with in your life. So please Take care. It was lovely to be with you. I'd love to hear from you. As you know, I'm from Australia. I'm Linda Williams from Australia. Love to give you these messages, Libra. I'd like to thank you for all your support that you give us with the readings, and your likes and shares. And those of you who are not subscribed yet, why not subscribe? We guide you every week, every ongoing week. We guide you and keep you on track with advice from Spirit. And we love to be able to give you support and encouragement. And so would you like to give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment? I always get back to you, as you know, and it would be wonderful. It's very much appreciated. So, Libra, I hope this guidance has resonated with you today. Take whatever it does and leave the rest behind. You don't have to. Just know that there are other Librans out there who probably are doing the same things. So until next time, take care, won't you, Libra? Bye-bye.